What's good, people? Good morning. As you can see, I got my hair cut. You know what I'm saying? I've been taking some good care of myself recently while I have, been out and about these days. But I want to make this video quickly just to celebrate Giannis. There's a lot going on. Obviously, there's going to be a brand new Kendrick album tomorrow. I can't wait for that. I will be recording my initial reactions to the Kendrick album when that drops. But let's focus on the biggest game yesterday. Bucks versus Celtics, man. This series continues to not disappoint in any way, shape, or form. Going into it, I really thought that Boston should have been the favorite just off the strength that without Chris Middleton, the Bucks offense, especially late game when it comes down to execution, would be a lot harder to be efficient just because of the value Chris Middleton gives to that Bucks team. Because if you're watching them play, what typically happens is in the fourth quarter, Chris Middleton will get the ball, which takes the pressure off of Giannis because they use Giannis as more of an off-ball screener or pick and roll partner with Chris, which opens up so many more dives to the basket for Giannis. But also, Chris Middleton could just flat out shot create and get them into efficient sets to close out the game. Without Chris Middleton, you're then asking Jrue Holiday to be a more consistent scorer and second option to not just play great defense, but then also on the other end, give value offensively. And so far in this series, Jrue Holiday has not shot the ball particularly well, and he's been struggling against the Boston defense. But in a lot of these games, no matter how many shots Jrue Holiday hits, he finds a way to be very productive in the fourth quarters. Today, Marcus Smart played sensational defense on Jrue Holiday, but in the fourth quarter, Jrue still hit key shots. He had a contested mid-range, I believe, over Smart, and then he hit a top of the key three in the fast break set. And for the Bucks, my X factor always came down to team rebounding and fast break points and how dominant they're able to be in that regard. And if you notice, every time the Celtics scored, they tried to get out before they could set up their defense, and they were able to get so many easy baskets off of it. But this game was really, really special. We got to start out with Giannis. Giannis having 40 points. So outside of the first two games, Giannis is starting to figure out this Celtic defense. This is now the second game back-to-back where he's had 40 points against this defense. He's not settling as much. He's getting to the paint. But the thing about Giannis is he's taking the shots he needs to. And I'll say this, like we criticize Giannis a lot for settling sometimes and not really always getting to the paint. But the reason why I think he's shooting so many threes is he wants to have that confidence in himself. And in this game, he hit two crucial jump shots from the perimeter to give his team a chance. That one three that he hit at the top of the key, the fact that he didn't hesitate and shot it on the road in Boston, it just speaks volumes to how big of a player Giannis is. Because yet again, in the biggest moment, in the weakest area of his game, Giannis is still productive for his team. And I think you have to give him value. You can't underscore the impact of that type of performance. So Giannis played amazing on both ends for the entire game. And then to close out the game, to get to the free throw line, obviously he hits the crucial one. He misses the next one. But for the Bucks adjustment to just go small, not have Brook out there, and have Bobby Portis, who came up with a sensational offensive rebound and putback to put them up 1 point, you got to give credit to the coach as well. Oftentimes what we're going to do is we're going to focus on what the other team did wrong. We're going to focus on what the other coach did not do correctly. But we don't really give Coach Bud as much respect as he should when he's time and time and again made some consistent adjustments to actually help the team win. For Bud to take that risk and not play the three big lineup as much to close out the game when they look dead in the water is tremendous on his part. So you have to give him credit for that. But the three biggest plays of this game for me while I'm watching it: the Giannis top of the key three that cut into the lead, the transition three by Jrue Holiday, which again we said pull up threes wide open catch and shoots and fast break threes were going to be the key for them. For him to hit that shot to tie the game was absolutely significant. But then obviously the defensive stops by Jrue Holiday. First you have the snatch block, which if you don't know what a snatch block is, it's where you see a player not only contest the shot, but they block the shot and then they're able to come down with the ball and secure the possession. And for Jrue Holiday to play help side rim protection on Marcus Smart, block his shot, catch the ball in bounds, and then throw the ball off of Smart, that was a bang up, like very, very important play, because that made sure Boston did not get a quality possession. And I'm not quite sure what the play call was, but that's also on Smart to not drive to the basket in that moment and to give the ball to your best player, Jason Tatum, or even a secondary shot creator who was good in that game in Jaylen Brown. Instead, he throws away the possession. And then on the very next play, you then see Jrue Holiday yet again make sure Boston cannot get any offense off whatsoever. Smart near midcourt is then ripped again by Jrue Holiday, and he secures the possession for the Bucks, and they win the game. Like, this entire game to me, it screamed championship DNA. It screamed championship culture. And what you're seeing the Bucks do again, without their second best player offensively and defensively, like, it's really humongous what they're doing right now. So you have to give the Bucks a lot of credit. You heard my predictions in the preseason. I had this team going to the championship, and I gotta be honest, like, I really felt like this team could win this series, but I just picked the Celtics primarily because of the half-court offense question. But again, we pointed this out as well in multiple Twitter spaces that we do. The Celtics half-court offense is also suspect. And as good as Jaylen Brown was in that third quarter, and even though Tatum and Brown had all of these points, when it came down to crucial execution, they were outperformed and outplayed by the Bucks. So give credit where credit is due. I hope this is a 7-game series, not so the Celtics can win, but just because these games have been really, really good. And it's been a quality product. But there's a great chance that the Bucks close this out at home. We have to see how the Celtics respond. This is going to be the biggest test of their season when they go on the road. But yeah, I'm going to end this video here. There's obviously another game that I'm completely leaving out, but I got to be real. There's not really much to say. You saw the Warriors just have no fight, no heart, no effort at all whatsoever. And I'm not going to talk about a team that got blown out by 50 plus points in the playoffs. Unacceptable effort. I really think they just mailed that game in on the game 6. We'll see how that goes. And as a Warriors fan, that's not me ducking the conversation. I just really want to focus on the better team and the better game that we saw yesterday. You have to give the Bucks credit for that. That was an insane game to watch live. But yeah, as always, have to go head to work, but I wanted to make sure that I had some type of commentary to come out for today. Hope everybody has a good one. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, all of that. I'll talk to y'all in the next video. Peace out, people. Hope everybody has a good one. Peace.